Welcome back to You're Done. And if you're watching, you would probably know that we have our very special guest.
She's back.
She's basically our co-host.
Basically.
If you have been keeping track, she is referenced in every single episode of the pod, which is iconic.
Pod, KB.
It's KB.
Yay.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again. I was just waiting for my intro to end because I was almost interrupted a few times. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
You can interrupt. We're excited to have you back.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
The OG3.
Good to be here again.
The
Our
OG3.
very first friend of the pod. Back
Oh, I can't hear that
again.
enough. Perfect.
You'll be on every season.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So for today's episode, folks, we are going to be talking about a more niche topic than we talked about last time. We're going to be talking about a show that we all love, Sex and the City.
Love Sex in the
I
City.
feel like the rules of life come from that.
Truly. When I was in junior high school, I was friends with these two girls, and every time something was happening in one of our lives, they're like, there's a Sex and the City episode for that.
For that.
It's
There's
true.
a lot of great plots.
So good.
So many things I appreciate about
Oh
it.
my gosh. And before we get into that, which we're going to talk all about it, let's do our catch up for the week.
Catch up.
So I'll start.
Okay.
Or do you want to start, seeing as you're the guest?
Oh.
You were about to be like, take it over.
I actually don't have like very big news.
Oh, yes.
Lies.
Except for the fact that I moved.
Yeah, where did you move to?
I moved to the Maritimes. I'm now a Haligonian.
Haligonian. I didn't even know that's what it was.
I moved to Halifax for work, and it's been 2 months. I am back now, which has been really nice to see both of you.
No, we're actually in Halifax right now.
Oh my gosh, we could maybe season 3 we record in Halifax.
Yeah.
I don't know that we were going to do that.
I was a Halifaxian.
That's what I thought
That's
too.
what me too. But before I moved out there, everyone's like, it's Haligonian.
It's Haligonian.
Which kind of sounds like Armenian, so I'm kind of okay with it.
It works.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, so I moved.
And what is it like in Halifax?
It's very different.
Yeah.
I've lived and worked and only ever been in Toronto. And obviously the comparison of a big city versus a slower area. And I am in Halifax, so if and when I decide to really get into the city, which I'm just getting really comfortable with. I don't know if you've ever moved.
I have.
I know.
Times, yeah.
So you don't do it right all at once.
No.
No,
So I'm
you
like,
can't.
and I don't have the same experiences and the same friends because I don't actually have any right now. Wait, no.
True.
That's not true. That's not true. I don't have any lifers there,
Got it.
which is
Yeah.
all I've ever really experienced.
Yes, because we're not there.
I can't believe I said I don't have friends. I do have friends. People have been very kind and nice to me.
But no, I get it. It's that like it's so fresh there that it's hard to really
there's
feel
nothing
like
familiar,
No.
nothing to stick to yet.
Yeah, and it's like it's obviously you have friends, but it's like hard when it's like you've only ever hung out a couple of times to be like, oh yeah, my like whatever. So I get that.
Yeah, it's trepidatious with people in your life, and there's a lot of newness and uncomfortability.
But that's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I feel
My
like
voice went all up when I said that.
I feel
But
like
really, it has been.
6 months before you really like
Yeah.
feel
No,
settled.
for sure. And everything in my place is set up, and it's a really cute bachelor. And actually, the living room does kind of feel like Carrie's room,
Okay.
like the bedroom extension into where her
Yeah.
couch
Yeah, she
is.
does have
I didn't
a
even
very
think
good
about that
studio.
until right now.
No, nor did I. But then the moment you
And-
said that, I can only see it.
And my
Yeah.
sister said, "You look like you live in a New York prom," and I said, "Yeah, for sure. In my head, I live in New York."
In Halifax.
With a step up like a brownstone.
Yeah, it's a niche, cute building from the 80s.
Wow.
Slay.
Yeah, it's cute. There's like a commons in front of where I live, and I was like, should I just tell everyone? Where I live?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
There's a pool.
There is a pool.
There's a pool.
Yeah,
Okay,
indoor
that's
pool.
cute.
And it's just always 28, 29 degrees in there, which is my ideal temperature.
hell. That's my
Well,
hell.
actually, it's 27, but you know what? I'm a lizard, so
Yeah, you too.
We need it to be hot.
No.
all the time.
He's like, I need to be freezing. I'm like, why?
Yeah, I want my
No,
I
it's
want my
not
ears
gonna
to
be
feel
me.
like ice a little bit. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Although when we are cold, we like everything like shrinks and you get like, Yeah, you get
Beautiful.
like
I know I'm
tighter.
cold when my nose is cold.
Yeah.
Like the rest of my body can be warm, but if my nose is cold, it's a wrap.
Hilarious.
It's an absolute wrap.
I'm sorry for
Oh
the
my
face
gosh.
I made.
No, I love it. I love it.
Well, I'll be going to visit you soon.
Oh yeah, is that
Yeah.
your ketchup?
No, 'cause
Oh.
I said that on the last one,
I
and that I
forgot.
paid only $1.18 to get to you.
That's fair.
Which
So
is
maybe
so
we'll take
good.
some videos and post them to the pod.
Because everything else will be free. Because like girl math,
Girl
obviously.
math.
right?
Yeah.
That, like by only paying that amount, any Uber, every food.
Free.
No,
It's
it'll
free.
be it'll be
free.
great.
I love
You're
it.
actually making money on the trip.
Exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're
What is-
working.
do you have a ketchup?
I do. Okay. Well, it's just like it's more of a you're done, like an annoyance.
Okay.
So on Saturday night, I went to dinner with Olivia, friend of the pod from last episode,
Yeah.
and we were gonna go to a restaurant called Mother.
Ooh, yeah.
But I hadn't ever been.
Okay.
But we didn't make a reservation because it was a very last minute thing.
Okay.
So put in our names at 8:00. 8:00.
That's
They
it.
said it'll be an hour, right?
Oof.
And so we're like, okay, we'll go get drinks and like nibble
Yeah.
Mm,
at a couple doors over at Henry's.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It was cute,
It
right?
has a Michelin star, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it on the Michelin guide or it has Michelin
Maybe
star?
I
it's
was
a
just going to
Michelin
ask
guide.
about the differentiation.
Yeah.
I think it's in the
Michelin
guide.
star is very hard to have.
Yeah, I think
but
it's on the guide though.
Yeah.
probably because I saw it on the sign.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and through open table it can show you how many people are before you. So there's 2 tables.
Oh, smart. I
Right?
didn't know that.
Oh,
If
it's an
you put-
open table walk-in list.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't know about this
existed
feature.
until now.
Apps come a long way,
Honestly, love that.
except
app.
regressed with the point system.
it really regressed with.
Sorry,
point
I'm taking
system.
over your-
No, but I agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree with her. I don't understand why now it's like
I can't wait to get a
gift card.
$14 Amazon gift card in a couple weeks.
to use it for what? Before you could use it as like money off of your meal.
Reservation, yeah.
Now it's like you can get a gift card.
Yeah,
for
never.
Amazon.
I don't think I've ever accumulated enough points for it to matter.
Oh. Me and Tasha sometimes fight over the
Who's
open
gonna use
table.
the open-
And we would be asking each other, where do you want to go? Oh, should I? I'll book
Shut
it.
up. I'll book
And I
it.
was like, no, I'll book it.
You're
we
hilarious.
would just like fight for the reservation,
'Cause it's-
but
you wanna get the
silently.
points. Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't want to step on each other's toes, but we want the reservation.
I want the points.
But anyways, so we're waiting. Now it's been about an hour now. And maybe like
Oh.
50 minutes, okay? And we call. We're just like checking in, like how long it might be. They're like, it might be another hour and a half to 2 hours.
I'm okay, thanks.
It's 9:00.
What?
The kitchen will be closed.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Right?
See
I'm hungry
ya.
now. And so then we go to Ossington and then go to Salt
Love
Okay.
salt.
Yeah.
with y'all.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as we're sitting there about to pay for our food, almost done, they call us. And I said, don't answer the phone. She answers. She goes, no, that's okay. We don't need it anymore. Of course we don't need it. I could have gone to Halifax in that time.
Truly.
Truly.
The flight is how long?
2 hours, 15 minutes here, 2.5 going back or something.
Quite literally,
Yeah.
could have gone all the way there. And so I don't know why.
You could have
they
got a
even
lobster
say-
roll in that time.
Exactly. Why
Oh my
would they
gosh,
even
the
say-
lobster rolls are so
Oh, I'm
good.
so ready to have.
Although I had a crobster roll.
And then you told me that it's over. The season
No,
of
I
it's
actually
over.
I went in on like a 10:30, 11 a.m. Saturday morning just because it was the last day they were making it.
Sadness.
And they only sell it and make it between Mother's Day and Thanksgiving, but there was a few left over.
Oh.
There's like
so
few extra
good.
crabs that
We
that were a
got
little
you.
slower.
We got you.
I don't know how it works. I don't know what ran out first,
Yeah.
the lobster or the
Or
crab. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my you're done moment of this week because it's
Oh.
weird. And y'all know when I want to eat, I want to eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
And so imagine
Fair.
I had to
Don't mess around.
No,
No.
don't do it.
No. So that's
What's your
my-
ketchup?
My ketchup is that when we're recording this, my birthday's in 2 days.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
true.
yeah, happy birthday to me. This
Happy
will have come
birthday.
out far past that. So like
Yeah.
you can send me happy belateds,
The
but
snow is falling at this point,
if you're
potentially.
if you're listening to this in order, you'll probably have heard maybe about what we do. So welcome to time travel. But I'm super excited because I'm making you all go to medieval times, which
You
is
should
like
be making us. It's actually
I've been
very
thinking
fun.
of an outfit. And apart from just wearing a boosty, I don't know what
I
to do.
think you need like an outfit because the whole place is the outfit.
Yeah.
Have you guys? Have
No,
you
Yeah,
never
been?
I've
been.
gone when I was younger with summer camps or school. We would actually, no, really, my memory is school. It was a field trip.
Oh, I went like
It's like grade 5
I
or
think I
grade
went, like,
6
4
or
years
something.
ago.
I've-
It's so
Oh.
much fun.
yeah, I've wanted to go since I was a little boy because I remember watching
little
on like
boy.
Oh, you've
you
never
were-
been?
no, because
boy.
growing up in Calgary, like when we were watching like YTV, there were all these commercials for places that were in Toronto. Like,
Always?
yeah, there was like Wonderland commercials,
Oh,
medieval
that's quite
times.
fascinating.
And
Yeah.
then, Center Island,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Place.
And so none of those were relevant to me, but I remember being like, when I grow up, I'm going to go to medieval times.
We're going to the island. We're going to Centerville. Do-do-do-do.
I've actually never been to Center Island before.
It's
or
still
Centerville.
going.
Yeah.
The rides are still there.
Crazy.
My cousin took his kids recently.
Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm super excited. 15 people I've managed to corral to do this. I upgraded us to royalty. So we are like priority seating. We have our own section.
It's going to be so much attention on you. I know you hate that.
No, I love it.
You have to have like, you're going to hold up like a turkey leg.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And they're going to call someone a wench.
Oh, you wench.
I'm not going to eat the turkey leg like that. I'm a lady.
You're a lady. I'm going to be disgusting. Anyway, so I'm future you're done.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that.
Pictures and post it.
Yeah.
On
the
Yeah.
pod.
So
Yeah,
you can
let's
celebrate
do it.
me on the pod.
Done.
Thank you.
Done and done. I also love that we're all in black.
It
I
was
wonder
And
why.
why are we all in black, Brendan?
because it was in honor of KB.
Yes.
Thanks.
Because
It's the only color she owns.
she has
I actually have. I have
she
a
has
a beige shirt,
that you say
Is
is,
it-
but now I have a
orange.
new cream sweater, and then I got another thing in cream.
Mhm.
I have a few gray
yeah.
items.
She wore a green dress in the summer.
Crazy.
I
She
did.
said
For
she
a
was
wedding.
poison ivy. She looked great.
You did look great.
Thank you. I'm making that dress into a top.
Ooh,
Whoa,
I want to
cool.
do that to my wedding dress.
You should make a
You
mini
should.
skirt
Yeah.
too. Top and a mini skirt.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
Okay,
Serve.
no
Slay.
problem. But yes, thank you for wearing black.
You're so welcome. Speaking of fashion, it's very relevant to our topic. I feel like that's one of the things about Sex and the City.
Yes.
So Sex and the City, if I actually didn't look this up, I should have done more research. It came out in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Big deal. HBO.
When you were a kid, did your parents like watch it? Were you able to watch it?
I wasn't allowed to watch it because actually I don't remember it ever being the show that my mom would watch.
Yeah,
but
me
my
neither.
cousins, I feel like my older cousins would sometimes mention it.
Okay.
But at the same time, Young and the Restless was always playing in my house. So it wasn't an
I was
appropriate
always
thing.
watching that.
Yeah.
And Days of Our Lives. and
Yeah,
Passions.
it wasn't in my early childhood.
Well, and
I don't even remember it on TV, to be honest. I also didn't have HBO.
yeah.
But like in my teens and like 20s, I had seen like episodes here and there.
Okay.
But never like the thread of everything all together.
Yes.
Until like a few months ago when I watched from the beginning to now.
And it's so good
It's
when
so
you
good.
binge it because
Yeah.
it was never written or produced binge. That just wasn't a concept back then.
Yeah.
But the 36 minutes is such a sweet spot.
Perfect.
And they
Yeah.
actually go through so many periods in the show. It's not a weekend or a
No.
day.
and
No.
I think it's
Yeah.
better to watch it at our age because
That was
That's
when
the
it.
a-
Yeah,
the
she
age
was
that they were.
32 when she moved to
Yeah.
New York. That
Yeah.
was like, or it was 32 in the
34.
32.
No, they're 34 in the first season.
Oh, I thought she.
I
Carrie
swear,
was
the very
32.
first episode, she talks about being 32.
Oh, then
But maybe you should go back and watch it. But I think that was one of the things. So, like, what made it really iconic was that first, the fact that it had sex in the title.
Yeah.
So that
Yes,
was
that was a big deal.
That was a big
HBO.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah, to be like, people were talking about sex by even just talking about the show,
And
which
then
is
Yeah.
really cool.
showing sex.
Showing sex. It was also about like, at the time, there was not a lot of shows that followed that era of like womanhood, like being in your 30s. I think Living Single is a very similar. Did you ever watch Living Single?
I have.
And it's like basically the black counterpart to
It
that
is.
show, and it's the same.
And then Entourage is the male version.
Oh my gosh, I
of-
loved Entourage.
Yeah, it's like quite literally
yes.
Yeah.
made for the boys.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so
It
it's these-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and-
that's a good point.
And there was lots like Sarah Jessica Parker. It was a big deal for her to be in it because she had been like mostly a child star and on Broadway, and then this was her
Didn't
first.
know that.
Yeah,
Look at you.
And
I
then
had no idea.
Yeah, she's been.
I thought she just popped up when Sex and the City came out.
No, she had been around for a really long time. She was.
Pardon me, she was also the greatest character in Hocus Pocus.
Of course.
Sarah, she was actually just named her.
Well, and she got that role because she was
Hello?
on Broadway. Yeah, she got that role because she had to sing, and she got the role because she had been on Broadway.
Oh, very cool.
I did.
Yeah, and it was
The more
also
you
like
know.
she was like a part of New York, so it was really like the show was sort of written around her a little bit. Obviously now she's like an executive producer, but it's really interesting how there's like the way that Sex and the City changed TV,
Yeah.
but also it has some moments where you're like, okay, maybe
You know,
it didn't age very well.
Yeah, in some moments, but like
it hasn't
the first
aged well.
episode, because you think about this when you're like growing up as a little black girl, is that like, are you seeing yourself in
Right.
it? The first episode had a black girl in it.
But
It's few and far between.
yeah, I was gonna say,
but the first
Yeah.
one
they gave you one.
Yeah, right at the beginning, just like when like Gabrielle Union was on Friends,
Right.
Yes.
and so things like that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, the first episode. Now, could there have been more? Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
Right, but
Well, and
still
they-
very good show.
And I mean, I don't know if we'll get really into this, but and just like that, the second iteration of Sex and the City.
The first season, it was you warned me. It was
I
trying
did.
to
It
be
wasn't-
way too woke.
Because it was
It
trying
did.
to correct
Everything.
It was basically
Yeah.
trying to overcorrect of
For what
everything
they
that's
did.
like there were no people of color. There wasn't really any like queer women
Right.
story. I mean, there
Yeah.
was. In fact, like I
Actually,
forget
there
about
was a
Samantha
ton.
who had a
Samantha,
really.
yeah, she had it.
But
yeah,
they didn't. But
that
it
was a
wasn't.
crazy relationship.
It was so
She was
crazy.
crazy.
But it was more about like how that was sort of a blip for
Yeah.
her, where like it became a part of Miranda's character, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, so it's funny how they overcorrected.
But it was also right after, like, within COVID. And so
Mm.
when there's like social unrest everywhere. And so they
Yeah.
were, I think they were just trying to pack it with everything. And when you do that, it makes it feel like,
Disingenuine.
exactly.
Yeah,
Totally.
I think they did a better job in season 2, but I don't know why we already went to the
No.
the second part without talking about the movies.
Oh, well, and
Oh.
we need to go into the show, but I was just
Oh, the
thinking about
movies
how
are
you were
so
saying
good.
like
Yeah.
there were no people of color, and then they were like,
Yeah.
oh, well, we're filling it in with,
Right.
which I did like those new characters, but we will talk about that
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
The movies, iconic.
Yeah. First one,
Iconic films.
second one, we didn't really need it as much, but the fashion was everything.
The fashion was great in the
Incredible.
second one,
Yeah.
but I always ask one question to anyone that starts to talk about the Sex and the City movies.
Please.
Which wedding dress are you from the first movie?
Just your typical Wednesday, hanging out with old friends like Stanford Blatch, and new friends like Vera Wang and Carolina Herrera, and Christian Lacroix, and Lanvin, and Dior, and Oscar de la Renta, and finally, Vivienne Westwood. A dress so special, it could bring a wedding tear from even the most unbelieving of women.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm the one. Okay, when she's
Yeah?
at the top of the ladder.
Oscar de la Renta.
Yeah, I was going
I'm
to say
that
the
one.
Oscar
That
de la
one
Renta is-
with the flower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is-
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
with the red flower.
she ends with Vera Wang, right? That's
Vivienne
the one-
Westwood.
Vivienne Westwood.
Mm.
She does a Vera Wang one, does she not?
She does bring that back though.
No, well, I mean, trick question, but
Yeah, which one are you?
I'm the suit, I think, out of all of them, but also the Vivienne
Oh.
Westwood one without the extra layer of the beige.
Yeah.
I could have modified it, but those
I don't
two.
like the fascinator on that, on the Vivienne
Oh,
Westwood
the
one.
bird.
I don't.
Oh yeah, and then they're in Mexico, and she's like, "It was a bird."
It was a bird.
the whatever.
Yeah.
Get
But yeah,
rid of it.
great question. You really don't get to know someone. with that
Totally.
Is
question.
when, like, obviously she's not left at the altar because she never goes in. But when they drive past Big and they get out of the car and she's like hitting with the
Yeah.
flowers. And then
Iconic.
Charlotte's like, no.
Carrie, I freaked out for a minute, but I'm ready now.
I knew you would do this! I knew it!
Carrie, I'm sorry.
I am humiliated!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Carrie.
Come on!
Carrie, wait, I'm sorry. Carrie,
No!
And then she tip in her little like mermaid
Yeah.
dress. La, 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 la.
Oh, that makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Thinking about like the way, so that's I think one of the things about Sex and the City that it also has done really well is shows the like a huge range of like how friendships can be.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
like the dynamic of like you can like every show it's sort of like, you know, an ensemble cast where you have like different people have different personalities, but not all the time does it show the dynamics of how that sort of operates with each other.
It's really good writing. Yeah.
It's really good.
Through other relationships that you're still trying to have outside of it as well. Like you have your kids or you're getting married or you're things, but those people stick together.
Yeah, and I
love it.
I've always
Through
wondered
everything.
Thick and thin. No, see, then there's a show called Girlfriends.
Yes.
Which
Great
is the very
show.
black version of Sex and the City.
Yeah,
Great show.
even further.
Yeah, even more.
But I've also wondered if, because part of how I think about it is like this sort of iconic moment of Sex and the City is how they're always meeting at brunch.
Yes.
And I've always wondered if they really influenced how brunch,
Brunch culture?
I never thought about that.
because it was like that was such a like it was always happening in a different place for the most part, but it was this moment where you're like, oh my god, yeah, it's like when you.
It wasn't happening
It
in
was
different
always the
places.
same
It was
place.
actually came up in the second season where they have it at the cafe with the black and white
Yeah.
cups and stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
always
I
the
wasn't.
same
Paying,
one.
I guess
They
I wasn't
meet on
paying
like
attention.
Saturday morning.
No, you're talking to a serial
Yeah,
watcher. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's one of those shows that you can
Comfort
finish and then
shows.
just come back and start
Yeah,
again.
I need to rewatch
And I'm
it for
so
sure.
glad that I found it in my late 20s. And I have my cousins to thank for that. So, yeah, my sister and I love that show. We talk about it and watch it all the time.
Yeah,
Or
and-
did.
and so those that how it's like sort of punctuates that moment of like, okay, they meet once a week basically. So you're seeing like
Yes.
sort of what happened that week for them.
Yeah.
Shop.
It is their catch
Yeah.
up.
Is there catch up?
Da-da-da-da. Okay, so you were introduced through your cousins. That's
I
how you
was,
started
yeah.
watching it?
They're a few years older than me, so when they would start to talk about it, or I think even just it took one time for them to say, "Oh, you should definitely watch that show,"
Okay.
and they probably wouldn't have said it if I wasn't where I was,
Yeah.
you know, in age and life.
Mhm.
And I do still find new things to take away from it, just based on different experiences and different relationships. So
Yeah.
I will take back how I said it hasn't aged well, because what it does for dynamics and relationships, or what it has done,
Yeah.
it just, you can always find a new perspective, I think.
Is there something recently that's like stood out to you, or an episode that you've watched recently that maybe?
Well, I love the finale episodes, the Paris episodes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I mostly just,
I love that episode.
I think Tasha called me recently. She said, "Are you Carrie when she's in Paris, in Halifax?" Just like,
Bonjour.
Bienvenue au Plaza Athénée.
Merci beaucoup. Mon Dieu.
sad. Like,
Because I and I literally called her and I was like, "Is this what it feels like right now?"
yeah, it doesn't know, but I mean, I actually walk down my apartment and there's a staircase that actually goes on both sides, and I'm always catching my ride when I'm going down
So
them.
you're running
So
into
there's
the
like a little
taxi.
trot into them, and I think I'm having a bit of a Carrie moment
love-
each time. New
That's
city,
cute.
you know.
That's cute.
Yeah, but I think that's probably the most relatable thing now.
Yeah.
As opposed to when I've seen those episodes before, I would say, "Oh, I can't wait to go to Paris."
Right.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
reflecting.
So it's
Interesting.
cool. You see yourself as a young woman in her 30s.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's relatable.
This may be controversial with this group, but I don't think it's
Oh.
controversial just generally.
Okay.
I love the show.
Okay.
Not controversial.
No, I think Carrie is a demon. I think she's like.
That's actually a popular opinion.
Interesting.
I think she's like
Can you
truly evil.
Elaborate?
She has actually had a lot of
Please
moments.
take it away.
I do think with Aiden.
With
Yeah.
I think
Aiden,
that
with
was-
Burger.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but Burger is
She,
no, Burger is
even in
demon
the-
to
Oh,
that.
because he did the
Hold
post.
Yeah,
on,
you
we're
need to
forgetting
post
about the
it.
first season of her and Big is messy.
Yeah, but it was messy on both fronts.
No, it was for
and
sure.
then Natasha.
So,
Oh.
so here's the thing. The thing about it is, I think she's a demon.
Okay.
I like her because she is a great demon to make the show. Like, she's the centerpiece of the show.
Correct.
Yeah.
And everything sort of
Yeah.
warps around her. The one thing I'm thinking about, how she literally ghosts a guy because he's bi. Evil.
Yes, she did.
That's demonic.
What?
She
That's
did. I remember
demonic.
that. I think that was season like I just rewatched all 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
the guy tells her
She
that
thought that
he's
she could try,
no,
but then she like ran away during like
she just ghosted him.
She just ghosted.
Evil.
He's a bisexual.
Well, I could have told you that, sweetie. He took you ice skating, for God's sake.
The weird thing is he was so open about it. You know, hi, I'm a bisexual, like, hi, I'm from Colorado or something.
I don't think you're allowed to be bisexual in Colorado.
Is that a problem? I mean, what kind of question is that? Is that a problem?
Of course it's a problem.
What did you say? I said it wasn't a problem. I panicked. He's such a good kisser.
You know, that generation is all about sexual experimentation. All the kids are going by.
So what, if all the bi kids are jumping off a bridge, you gonna do that too?
I'm a trisexual. I'll try anything once.
When did this happen? When did the sexes get all confused?
Somewhere between Gen X and Gen Y, they blended and made XY.
You know, I did the date the bisexual guy thing in college, but in the end, they all ended up with men.
So did the bisexual women.
Which explains why there are no available men left for us.
Oh, jeez. Maybe I do have a problem with this. I'm an old fart.
Correction, a hot old fart.
I'm not even sure bisexuality exists. I think it's just a layover on the way to Gay Town.
Isn't that right next to Ricky Martinville?
You know, I think it's great. He's open to all sexual experiences. He's evolved. It's hot.
It's not hot, it's greedy. He's double dipping.
You're not marrying the guy. You're making out with him. Enjoy it. Don't worry about the labels.
You're right, you're right.
I'm very into labels. Gay, straight. Pick a side and stay there.
No, she's
like an
really
emotionally demonic
intense,
person.
Like, no, she was evil.
Because she plays main character energy before we really even knew what main character energy was, and just doesn't really consider anyone else's feelings. And the amount of conversations where one of the other girls is talking and she just makes it about her, I'm like, Carrie, shut up.
And then when she says in one, and after with the first breakup with her in Big, she said, well, I don't actually need therapy. I have you guys. And Samantha said, oh no.
Samantha is my favorite.
100%. Hands
100%.
down. Everyone wants to be Samantha.
She's my favorite.
Virtually no one
100%.
is Samantha.
She's my favorite.
No, she's
But
one
I
of
was-
one.
I was actually really sad though when what is his name? Oh my god, it's the one like her longest relationship.
Oh,
Jared
Smith.
Smith Jared.
Smith Jared. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Yeah. I knew it was
actually
two
really
names.
Didn't need that one to end. I didn't need that relationship to end.
Yeah, but she was changing in LA and then she was missing New York. So she
True.
couldn't actually.
Yeah.
But then
Oh,
she
I'm
moved-
sorry. I
Well, then
couldn't
she
stay
moved
there
to
forever.
London.
I've hit my
I did
elbow
get
here.
when
You haven't
she-
seen any of it.
Screaming. I did get when in the new show when I know there's the drama that they don't speak.
Yeah.
But when she's in the car because she doesn't come for the
Yeah.
when she's moving out, I gagged because I was like, I
She's
was
in
in
it.
know.
for a moment. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so she's supposed to be in the next season, which is just finished
Fingers
production.
crossed. Fingers crossed. As
Yeah.
basically phone calls. It would be essentially
okay
the
with
same
that.
setup. Yeah.
I'm okay
Oh, it
with
is
that.
all phone calls? Is that what you read?
She won't be on set with any of those. She's
Yeah.
she's
She's like, I won't
been very
speak to
clear
you.
about that.
I
I
read that
wonder
she
what
got
happened.
$1 million for that phone for that last.
I've also heard
First,
That's what I
That's what I've
heard or
heard, but
read.
I
I
don't know if
probably
that's
should
true.
say if I read.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've heard the
Yeah.
same thing. But I don't know if that's
Do you know
verified.
the drama? Like what happened?
Yeah. So, I mean, people will correct me if I'm wrong, but basically there was a lot of like background around like the actresses that play like Carrie, Miranda, and Charlotte were kind of good friends. And Samantha Kim Cattrall, also Canadian,
Slay.
was a little bit older and was often being like ostracized by them. So they were friends, and then they weren't really friends, but they were co-workers. And then Kim Cattrall had a couple of like passings in her family. And then SJP posted on like social media, like, you know, I'm wishing you whatever. This was after the show had ended, and there was always sort of rumors that they didn't get along, but like it wasn't direct. It wasn't so
I didn't know
direct.
all of
I didn't know.
that.
And then
Yes.
anyway, she
No.
posted this thing on social media, basically sort of, you know, I'm sad for my friend, blah, blah, blah. And then Kim Cattrall wrote back like, don't use my family's loss as your way to like be able to like pretend you're my friend. You're not my friend. Even my mom like she really like went in.
Oh, she
She dragged her.
responded.
Yeah, it was
Ooh, a
not
drag.
and so it's like it's confusing because it's like I think there is some like, you know, people say maybe SJP is a bit of a diva, but also I think Kim Cattrall is probably a little bit of a diva, and they haven't worked well together.
It's a clashing of the divas.
But love Kim Cattrall.
Love her.
So we should get into. You have some questions.
Oh, I would love to
It's
hear
more for
these.
us, like it's a game,
Some
but then also
percolating.
to
Okay.
discuss
But
the
before
topics.
Okay.
we get into that,
I'm
what are
nervous.
your combo? Who are your combo people? Like
Carrie and Samantha.
Carrie and Samantha.
What,
Explain
you mean,
why.
like who you are as a person?
Yeah, because no one is really
Oh.
truly one of them. But
No.
if you were to have to be a combo of the four, who would you be?
I think Carrie,
Oh.
because of like hopeless romantic, I'll choose to see and relate to the positive parts of her. And
The bad.
Samantha, because
You can never
The dread.
No, it's because it's all good. It's all connected.
it's super connected. Yeah. And Samantha, because is anybody going to match my freak? I don't know.
Is anything
Yeah,
match my freak? Yeah. And I think you do a really good job with like Samantha. Samantha is like such a good friend.
Yeah.
She is, I mean, they're all good friends, but specifically Samantha is like truly so supportive.
Yeah.
And I feel
And
like
she
I
just-
really
and
relate
she tells
that
you
to
what
you.
you have to say
Mhm.
or what you need to hear, rather.
Yeah.
You would take out a diaphragm.
Yeah.
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 Great episode.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I think about that, definitely Samantha. I teeter-totter.
Why?
Oh,
I teeter-totter.
Why are you Samantha?
to Stanford.
No. Oh my, Stan.
Because you said you have a tiny gay man inside you.
True. No, Samantha is no bullshit, does what she needs to do. She's her own woman. If she wants to get it in, she gets it in. Like,
Mhm.
I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woman empowerment. But then, like, I do feel a lot Carrie moments.
Mhm.
But then I'm not like prudy like Charlotte, but I think that like Charlotte has moments that I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
I get it.
I get Charlotte, the hopeless
Yeah.
romantic.
Yeah, I get it. And so it's like the quite opposite.
Mm.
We all have those moments.
Yeah.
But I would say, I can't choose between.
No, that's
my
the whole
problem.
point. You were mixing.
Yeah,
You get to blend them.
I'm definitely not a Miranda.
Hmm.
Mm.
What you guys do that me for?
Well, just
Do you
whenever.
think I'm a Miranda?
No, not
No,
necessarily.
and
but
that's
when-
not a bad
But,
thing.
when,
I was like,
but whenever.
wait.
But
Wait,
whenever
why do you
any-
think it's a bad thing?
But
No, it's just the combined.
Maybe sometimes you can give Miranda.
Do I?
a little bit.
Yeah, you could.
One of Miranda's things is she's a really straight shooter.
Okay.
And you are
Yeah.
truly the straightest
That's
shooter
true.
in the world. Like,
That's
if
true.
you don't like something, we know about it.
But that's
Period.
also you. I think you said
Period.
that you're Miranda.
I have
You
never
be
personally
100%
said that,
Miranda.
but mean people.
Why is that mean?
No,
Why are you
just-
both reacting
No,
as if
I'm
that's
for
the
sure
worst
Miranda.
thing you could be?
I'm for sure Miranda. And
Okay,
I think
see?
I know. I'm aware. I think I'm like Miranda with a little bit of Charlotte and a little bit of
Samantha.
Samantha. I used to have more Samantha qualities, more of the like
Is
stuff.
somebody gonna
That
match?
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, some like the freak
Yeah.
part that hasn't gone anywhere, but
No, I was gonna say, where did that part go?
nowhere. It's gone nowhere. But
Nowhere.
but maybe the liberally sleeping with lots of people. That there
Okay.
was a time in my life where that was more Samantha,
Fair.
not so much. Same with you.
Everyone has
Same
had
with
it.
everyone in this
Same with
room.
everyone. Yeah.
Everyone has had those.
But
times.
now we're converted.
Now we're kind of-
Right.
Yeah.
Shall we play?
Yeah.
Yes,
but
let's
I
play.
feel like anyways, I think everyone is all four people
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah,
but
you
it's
could
like
have
what levels
moments.
you
That's
are.
the best part. You can
Yeah.
actually
And
pick
that's why
and
that
choose.
was the about when you bring like, I'm not Miranda and all. I was like, everyone's a little Miranda.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be all Miranda because I am
Not
not
even
all
close,
Miranda.
mama.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
All
hear
right.
these questiones.
Oh, some of them are hard.
Oh,
Okay, ready?
I'm nervous.
Carrie dedicated her book to which one of her
Charlotte,
friends?
I already said that.
You already said that.
I said to Charlotte to the hopeless
Whoa, that
romantic.
was so
Oh,
fast.
quick.
Okay. Okay.
Are we taking
All right.
score?
Yeah, that was.
I would lose, so no.
Okay.
Who is Charlotte York's first husband?
Trey McDougal.
McDougal.
And
Bunny.
the mother.
Who
the
I
worst.
thought
Oh
Trey
my
was really hot.
gosh.
Kyle
When he
McLaughlin, I
first
think.
appeared during,
Yeah.
when she
No, I
almost
can
got hit
see
by
that.
the car.
Mhm.
Like I really liked that, but then his personality started to make him ugly. As anyone
Yeah.
can. You know, when you start to
Yeah.
like meet someone and you think, oh, they're so hot, and then they start to like speak. And
That's
you're
really
like, oh,
kind of
you're
too
actually an
bad when
asshole.
it's like the humanizing part of
Yeah.
them is what makes them ugly.
Yeah, there's a guy in like
Yeah.
high school that was like gorgeous. And then he spoke, and I'm like,
Sorry about it.
it's so unfortunate that this
Yeah.
is what
I
you
hope you're listening.
Shh, don't speak.
don't speak.
Next question.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Moving along.
I want to see how many I know.
Oh, got it.
Okay, ready? Okay.
Okay.
According to Charlotte, you get how many great loves in your lifetime?
2.
Which she has.
Which she had.
And then Carrie gets mad.
Which she had. Because she was like, that. I guess.
So then I guess I'm done.
Oh.
But they're playing into that because
Those are her 2.
yeah. So she is done. She was done when she said that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how season 3 of And Just Like That will go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
This was an interesting question because I never thought about this. But
Okay.
which Sex and the City actress had no nudity clause in her contract?
SJP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I think about it, I saw all the rest of their tatas,
Yeah.
but I
That's
never
so
saw her
interesting.
tatas.
Yeah. It's in all of her clauses, I think, in all of her contracts. Yeah. I've learned weirdly a lot about her.
But she looks so great in all her clothes that it's almost always sexier with her in all the fashion.
Bless
Not
her.
that
Bless her, the fashion is good for her because I love her. But you know, there's a saying that she looks a little bit like a toe.
Oh, that's not what I've heard.
Oh my
What
god.
did you hear?
I've heard that she looks like a horse.
I've heard that too.
I think she has a very beautiful
She's a beautiful person.
Yeah, she's very very what's the word I'm looking for?
Unique.
Unique.
Yeah, I've never thought of her as anything
Very
other than
fashion.
gorge.
A thumb I've never heard. That's funny.
Or
SJP the toe.
Oh my gosh. Why am I so taken aback and protecting her?
She
'Cause she's me.
She
This is
doesn't
not a
care.
question about her.
Okay.
Okay, how much did Carrie's iconic tutu from the opening credit cost?
Oh.
Oh, I don't know, but it's does it say the
As in auction
designer?
sold?
No, like originally, like how much did it cost to
I'm
get?
not sure.
Oh, is it maybe just like a cheap skirt or something? That's what I maybe remember from the documentary.
Yeah, actually I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
it was like $5.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah. There's some good documentaries on the show too.
I've never
Yeah.
watched one. I should watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Send
they're-
them. Show them here so we
Show
can
them.
know them.
Swipe up.
Okay.
Let's do
I
2
love-
more.
Okay. Who was told her vagina was depressed?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
It's so funny. My vagina's depressed.
Correct.
You're really dragging her.
Well, I'm just reaching and that's what's there. Okay.
You've gone how many so far? 4?
Sure. Does
Okay,
that
I'll
mean
do
the
one
most?
that's more about the show,
Yes.
like about the city. Sex and the City made which bakery popular?
Oh, Magnolia with the banana pudding.
That's correct.
Wow.
That-
Okay, one
she is
more.
really serving.
Wrap us up with one
well,
more.
okay,
Wow,
I'm
I'm really
gonna try
good
to
at
find something hard. I have 2. They're right beside each other. True or false? Cynthia Nixon is a redhead.
False.
What is she?
Blonde.
Correct.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And
But
then-
she is a real lesbian.
She is.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
She
she
is.
is.
That's
then they
why they
finally-
changed the character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense, and
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
But I do love Steve.
I know, and that's
He's
the-
just I want to hug him.
Yeah, Steve's
all
great.
the time.
I've had a theory that if she was not a lesbian in real life, they would have still been together in And Just Like That.
Hmm.
That storyline of them
'Cause they
breaking
just-
up
Oh, okay.
would have never happened because I truly think the way that the seasons made it seem to be like she was really coming to terms with the idea of being with somebody who she didn't think she would be with.
Right.
And it was an interesting plot to become then she was like, it's because I was a lesbian the whole time. But
Oh, she came out after the show aired?
yeah.
Oh, so there is
Oh.
some significance to
Yeah.
how
So
her
that's what-
character
and yeah.
played out.
The more you know, shooting star.
Shooting star.
Okay, the last one. Oh, where did it go? Okay. Why does season 5 only have 8 episodes?
Ooh.
Writer's strike?
Nope.
Oh no, that would have been 2.
Someone had a baby?
Someone, yeah.
SJP.
Correct.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding,
Half
ding.
points
And
for
she
both of us.
was, I don't know if bye.
Bye. Bye.
She probably recorded a lot of the season pregnant.
Probably
Yeah, they're really good at like
hiding it.
hiding
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But yeah, those are good questions.
I love that. Thank
Good
you.
job, everyone. Did
Good
well.
job, everyone.
Okay,
I'm
so
not competitive, but I think I won.
you did win
You
for
did
sure.
win.
Okay, so to wrap up the episode, we're going to do the segment that we do with all of our guests for season 2.
Okay.
Which is play a game called Fun or You're Done.
Fun or
You're done. Basically, what this is we're going to list stuff to you. We're going to list the characters. And
I am.
We will.
Okay.
Tosh and I, and you're going to tell us, are they fun, like you're into them, or you're done because you're not into them?
Okay. Do
Does that
I
make sense?
explain?
You can if you'd like
Sure.
to.
So how many characters are we talking about?
I think we'll do like major 7. So we'll be quick about it,
Major stuff.
which is like the girls and then their husbands.
Okay.
So starting off with an easy one. Carrie, fun. And why is she fun?
I just like Carrie.
You just like Carrie.
I love what she wears. I love how she pops and like pops.
Bounces.
Yeah. She is
Yeah.
a good, like, emotional
dainty.
cornerstone of the show.
Even though she's a demon.
Even though she's a demon.
Yeah. And I love the writing and how what she's talking about is in what's in her books.
Yeah.
Right. It's great.
So then I guess with that, big.
Yeah. Fun or you're done.
Fun.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're in love.
I say fun.
You're
Yeah.
done.
No, I say fun.
I did not like.
As much as like it bothered me how long it took,
Yeah.
but they were meant. They're meant
Yeah.
to be.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Aiden, fun or you're done.
Weird.
Really?
I was never a
I
fan.
love
I
Aiden.
love him.
I love Aiden.
I don't know why. I just never like.
But I am very upset of how it ended. So essentially, you have to wait for him for
7 years. Oh, it's 5 years.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
what
No.
if the season picks up 5 years after?
But then, like,
Hell.
no, like you
No, thank
already
you.
had all this
Yeah.
time apart. Like, bye,
Maybe. I think they'll do something.
whatever.
Or they'll get rid of him. Charlotte.
Fun.
Fun? Why?
I think Charlotte is she can be very angelic or almost
Yeah.
innocent,
Mhm.
but
Naive.
she actually isn't.
She's
She
really
says what she
smart.
wants.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I love that she was a art I
Dealer.
mess it up.
Art dealer.
Or
Art
just an
dealer.
art dealer? It's
Yeah,
not called
I think
anything
so.
fun?
Or a curatist, an art curator.
Yeah, something like that. I
Yeah.
thought that was a cool job for her to
Yeah.
have in this
It
series.
is a cool job.
I'm
Yeah.
glad she got it back.
Trey, her first husband.
Weird.
Near done.
I don't think
No,
we need to
thank
go
you.
into that.
Bunny and the ducks and the mallards,
Weird.
which are also ducks. They're
Okay, and then
No.
Harry, her
fun.
fun, yeah.
I love Harry.
Yeah, he's a sweetie.
I think
It's
a
just
love like Harry is what would be something that just feels good always.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
You never think that you'd be with, and then it
But
makes
and he
sense.
loves her so much.
So much.
So
So
much.
much.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, Miranda.
Fun.
Fun. Tell us why.
Miranda, I don't know. I love Miranda. When I think of her immediately, I think of when she's on her honeymoon and she's in the forest
Oh.
on the cell phone and in my negligee in the woods.
And she wants out.
She wants.
Yeah.
She's done.
Who relaxes?
Not her.
Yeah, she was-
Not her.
She was really funny in those episodes because
Yeah.
it was nice to see her come out of her shell
Yeah.
of not accepting love and then getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve.
You're done.
You're done.
Like he's great.
Yeah.
I love Steve, but I don't need to.
No,
No.
you're good for him to go.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I like
Okay,
Steve.
throwing it forward, Che.
You mean Che?
I mean, you could call her that. Them that.
Che? You're done.
We can't. We don't need to get into that.
No.
Okay, Samantha.
Fun.
Fun,
The
fun.
most
Of course,
fun.
the most fun.
Which is, yeah, the most fun.
The most fun.
Yeah.
I wish you could have like a spin-off show.
That would
Yes.
be
It
iconic.
would be so good. Smith Jared.
fun.
Fun.
Fun. Yeah,
Fun.
he's so hot.
So
What was her lesbian lover's name?
Oh, I can
Maria.
Maria.
They're in the
Fun or
bathtub.
you're done.
Yeah, okay.
Fun or you're done.
It was fun at the beginning, and then it became real.
She
But
got
then it was
weird. Yeah, she got crazy.
What was her? Is it Richard?
Yeah, you're
Richard.
done.
Yeah, I
You're
did not
done.
like him.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, and then is there any other characters that
Stanford.
Stan
Anthony.
and
I
I
did.
love
you know
Anthony.
Stanford's really dead.
in
Yeah.
Like
This is-
after the episode when Big dies
But
and he
that's
goes to London
Yeah.
or Tokyo, is it?
Yeah.
That he actually died
And
in
they just
between.
He did
and then they
pass.
keep sending the postcards throughout the season because they're
And then he
trying
becomes
to keep him alive.
what does he become?
Meanwhile, Big's character died
But he's still
First
alive.
and he's still alive and he got a little bit in trouble, I think.
Why?
Why?
I don't know all the details and I don't remember all the tea, but I thought
Oh.
he had
Is that why he was
allegations.
only in the
Oh,
first
maybe.
It all was very serendipitous. I think the death happened.
And then it came out.
And then, yeah.
Everyone in Hollywood's just trash, as it turns
Trash.
out.
As it turns out.
And then what's the other gay?
Stanford and
Anthony.
Super fun.
Fun. And like all the hot guys in his like bakery thing.
Oh, yes.
And then his
and
Italian.
just like that.
Italian. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Love
With
Anthony.
that.
I have things to do. So we can wrap up here. But Kimi, thanks for being on another episode.
Thank you for having
Yes.
me. I love
So
you both
happy to
so
have you
much.
here. Yeah.
Are we all holding it? Oh, you can't.
Come back for season 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Thanks
Thank
everybody
you.
for tuning in. And I hope this inspires you to rewatch Sex and the City. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Follow us on the socials. Bye.